All right, what's up, everybody? So, Last of Us creative director Neil Druckmann, in response to a question, stated that there is a 50% chance of them making a Last of Us sequel. Now, I'm going to say I believe that there was a 100% chance of them making a Last of Us sequel. And what I really believe he meant, and I could be wrong about this, but what I believe he meant is that there was a 50% chance that the Last of Us sequel will be the next game they make, because they might, weigh their options and select to make another game before they go on to develop a Last of Us sequel. At least that's what I really think he meant, because I think a Last of Us sequel is a complete no-brainer. I mean, the game was critically acclaimed, loved by people and critics alike. It won a massive amount of awards by many different sources. It sold fairly well. It's a popular game. They have absolutely no reason not to make one or not to want to make one, especially when the original game even set itself up pretty perfectly to have a sequel. So I think they have no reason to not make one. I just think they're just weighing their options and seeing maybe we can work on another game first and then revisit the Last of Us sequel later, because most of us know this, that currently Naughty Dog is they split up into two teams. One right now is working on The Last of Us. One is working on the next Uncharted, and Neil Druckmann's team, apparently they haven't started any serious projects yet. But I think Naughty Dog, as a complete studio, they pretty much have 4 different directions in which they can go in.